subject of formula. Now this is something you will be doing most times without even noticing. Okay, e.g. when you have v equals to u plus at, this is the subject of this formula because it is the only one on the left hand side. It is the only one that is equal to the rest of them, to the other expression. And that's because if you know what these other ones are and you slot them in, you're going to get this. What if you know what this is, you know what this is, you know what that is, but you don't know what this is? How do you solve that? What you want to do, right, is to make this one the subject of the formula. So you want to actually change the subject of the formula to A. So how do you change the subject of any formula? Simple. You need to know the following. The opposite of a plus is a minus. The opposite of a multiplication is a division. The opposite of square is a square root, or just say the reciprocal of the power. So if something is raised to power 2, the reciprocal of that power will be raised to power 1 over 2. Okay, so sorry about that. Now let's do that to this one. Let's change the subject to A. This gives you, I'm just going to bring this to the right hand side, to the left hand side now. So it is u plus at equals to v. We're trying to change the formula to have a subject of A and not v. So the next thing will be to take away every other thing here and leave A alone. Okay, what's u doing to this term? Because you take away the loose terms first. U is an addition to this term. So the opposite of addition is subtraction. So you're going to subtract u from both sides. Subtracting u from both sides gives us u plus at minus u equals to v minus u. Now the reason we have to subtract u from both sides, or the reason we need to do both sides for anything we're trying to do, is to balance the equation. An equation is only correct if the two sides are carried along together. 3 equals to 6 over 2, right? 3 equals to 6 over 2 remains the same if you multiply both sides by 2. For example, 3 times 2 becomes 6. 6 over 2 times 2 becomes 6. It's still equal, isn't it? But if you just multiply the left-hand side by 2, you distort the balance and it's not correct. Now that we've agreed to subtract u from both sides, you'll notice that this u cancels this because it's like 2 minus 2 cancels. You're left with at equals to v minus u. We're almost there. We want to have a as the subject, so this t needs to go. But what is this t doing to a? It's multiplying a. So the opposite of multiplication is division. So you divide both sides by t, and that gives you at over t will be equal to v minus u. This is together now over t, because when you have this and you're dividing the whole of this side by something, that means that the whole of this side is just one expression. And t cancels t, so you're left with a equals to v minus u over t. That's it. Now a is the subject of that formula. If you're told, find a now that you know the formula for a, what if v is 2, u is 1, and t is 6? What's going to be a? Just slot in those values, substitute them, and you get your answer. So one last example, okay? If you've got an expression like this, x squared plus 3y is equal to 4. Make x the subject.